Hello and welcome back to Floki Plays Endless Space 2. This is Robert, aka Floki, middle-aged dad, in his basement after everyone's bedtime. And tonight was not an easy one. My wife is currently taking over the job of getting my infant daughter to sleep because she would not sleep in her crib. So hopefully we can get a full session in. Looks like we are in the process of taking over Izar. Are we at the point that we could possibly win a ground battle? It looks like no. Oh, but we do have Cygnus now. Yeah, it's been a while since I've played in this galaxy, in the Endless Space universe. I've been playing on my own with some other games, other factions, other versions of the galaxy. Okay, so we now have intensive cultivation and sustainable farms. This could probably come in very handy. Actually, if I can remember at all what kind of planets we've colonized so far. And upcoming, we've got... this is our scout. Is this not our scout? Titanium probes, Hyperion probes, colonized steppes, but this is a military? That doesn't make sense. The Dart is our scout ship. Is it not? Izar has been hacked. We can sabotage their supplies to make them weaker. I'm not super worried about that. I think our space military is better than our ground battle military. Again, I don't think we want to do any of these other things, so we will just steal some of their supplies. 10 super spuds. Fantastic. Oh! The Deuyevans have been assimilated by real Horatio. We met Horatio, right? He's the only other empire we have been in contact with, and he has just taken over that system just the same way as I took over these guys down here. Are these the Haroshems? Yeah. And we have some new Volter population up here in Sylphi, who knows. We got some more military ships coming up, slowly but surely. These scrapers have pretty low movement, just 4, and we have no way to upgrade these guys. This is not a ship plan that is in our database of blueprints, so we can upgrade the ships that we have created, but we cannot upgrade the ships that we get from minor civilizations. Okay, so they need some orders. Oh, we have a real Horatio scout ship in orbit as well around this pirate system. We are, I believe, in a Cold War state with... every faction we meet for the first time, we're just automatically in Cold War. So that means we can attack them when they're in, I think maybe just when they're in our territory or neutral territory. It's possible we can attack them anytime, but, there's no strong reason to. They may decide to attack us, and again, I'm not super worried about that. But it is saying, like, even though we're defending this system and we're just kind of hanging out, saying, hey, do you want to attack? Do you want to attack? Hey, do you want to attack? So the answer is no. We are going to not attack at this time. Now, it's very possible in this game that the Horatio will not be our friends. It seems quite often that the first civilization you meet is your closest neighbor, and therefore the one you are vying for, the same territory with. So, we have a pretty small little constellation here of star systems that we can colonize. If we want to expand, very likely, you know, hey, our next planet that we could, or star system that we could expand into is theirs, and you know they might be looking at us the same way. But time will tell. I just want to see if we can colonize it. We got 5 turns for free colonization. It's quite expensive still at the moment. We can't afford that cost, but maybe soon we could afford the lowered cost. I was just seeing here we can make use of the sustainable farms. This is +5 food per planet. Right now we have 2 colonized planets, but this planet is cold, and you get a bonus for cold planets as well. This planet is hot. You get a bonus for hot planets as well. If we expand into this desert planet at some point, it's currently inhospitable, but with a little bit of tech, we can move in to this desert planet, and we'd get that bonus, an additional +5 and +5 again food for colonizing that one. It's worth probably just putting in the queue. It's quick to build, just 2 turns, but we definitely want this Endless Research Park and Endless World. If we miss out on that and someone else gets it first, I'm just going to be kicking myself forever. So we want to make sure we get that. Looks like our people are not super duper happy, except over in Sylphi. I wonder, do they just have nice... Oh, this is the Tree of Worlds planet. Yeah, this is the Paradise Ash planet. They could go for some sustainable farms, I'm sure, although I don't know if they really need it. You know, we might as well put that in the queue early. You know what? We want those science upgrades, though, too, don't we? Yeah, it's fine. They're expanding fast enough. Ooh, we could give them the level 2 modernization. That would only take 1 turn and give them a food and production bonus. Do we have anyone else who's had that? Just our home system has had that upgrade. I think we should definitely do that. Takes 30 titanium. We can afford it on 1 more system. Let's just see who is the most productive. It is Sylphi. So if we give it to them, we make a strong system stronger. Maybe we give it to Cygnus to, you know, prop them up. They could use the help. So, I mean, let's do that. 1 turn to get a pretty significant bonus compared to these other projects we've got going on. And at some point we could colonize this arid planet with red sang, which is good, but a strong magnetic field, which is bad. And someday we'll be able to remove that negative anomaly, but that's a ways off. All right, so let's... did we want to queue up the farms over here? It's just 1 temperate planet for now, so maybe not. Let's just pass the turn. Oh, hacking. Do we care? Do we even really care about hacking? We can hack. Maybe we can hack across space? I'm not sure. I don't think so. The path is invalid, so no. Someday we'll be able to, but we don't have that technology yet. So I guess we're hacking the pirates. Is this too short of a hacking time? It might be. We could do that. 8 turns. We might have them conquered by that point, but I think in 4 turns they would trace us, so it's just pointless to even attempt that. Alright, now we pass the turn. By the way, I've reduced the sound in the game because I was listening to some of these videos and it seems like the game sound is just blowing up compared to my voice. So maybe the balance will be a little better on this one. Let's go down to Cygnus and see what that did for us. We got that, yeah, boom. Drone networks will be done in 1 turn. I think it was 3 turns to go before I improved the system. Nice big healthy bonus to our food and industry. Everything else should move along much quicker, and we could think about other future upgrades. This one is good for this system. It's a bonus for temperate planets, and we do need those science upgrades eventually. I'm not sure if we have enough queued up already, but couldn't hurt to have more. More science, more good. Can we afford this? Not yet, but maybe next turn, honestly. Oh, although we did spend all that titanium. Could we get enough? Nah, it's going to take a while. All right, let's just pass the turn again. Eventually, we'll have this down far enough that we could actually invade. We're kind of close to even. We want to be better than even before we attempt a ground invasion. We want to adapt that American military strategy of what do they call it? Overwhelming forces. I don't know if that's what they call it, but you know, we want it. I don't know. I'd say at least double their numbers. It may not matter that much in this game, but just looking around at other things we could maybe, you know, I don't want to forget about various things. There's all kinds of things happening. 10 curiosities, yeah, that's going to be a while. A new population type, we were late in getting that quest because we had just gotten a new population type when we got that quest. All right, we'll pass the turn again. I'm wondering if it's worth it to like build more military ships. Like, do we want to bring in these Canars, what they're called? Because we could, you know, we could make them our like boarding party ships. Just station a bunch of ground troops instead of having like armor. That's great. That makes them confident. I'm going to strip the armor plating and the shielding off these ships and just stuff them full of crew. But it would make these ground invasions faster. My goal by the end of this video is to take that system. if it's all I can do. All right, so we have better probes. We can colonize steppes planets now, which honestly shouldn't have been so hard. I mean, look at that. That looks pretty nice. Grassy. There's some kind of bird thing with a hoop crest on its head. It looks great. Better scout ships, an additional support module for those scout ships, which could mean more movement speed or more probes. I think probably one or the other. All right, so what new technology do we want? Do we feel like we're missing? If we, so this is military, I'm just kind of scanning for anything we might care about. I feel like exploration, we got to get out of this little region of space that we're stuck in, and there's a couple ways to go about that. Free movement, here's the one, or at least one of the ways. Free movement for all ships means we can actually travel outside of those prescribed star lanes. Probe vision range increases too, which not bad. This also lets us colonize savanna planets, which again shouldn't be too difficult, but hey, here we are. Advanced scanners, so we can view and explore more advanced curiosities. So I don't know if there's anything we can see now that we don't have the tech yet to explore, but if there were, we could do that now, and then we could see other things that we don't have the tech yet to explore. This will let us colonize snow, make everyone happier in the entire empire. Or empire of, what, 3 star systems. This we could put on support ships to make the entire fleet travel faster, which can come in handy. It's a little early for that sort of thing. These also, by the way, come with hacking, more advanced hacking programs. This would let our hacks go faster once they reach the intended star system. Anyway, I definitely want free movement. And there's another one. Oh, colonized desert. We're going to want terraforming from sterile into other types of planets. That would be very nice too. Also, oh, more advanced curiosities here. Cancels the negative effects of mixed anomalies. So I believe we have like psychoactive air somewhere and meteor strikes somewhere, which have a positive and negative effects, and this would cancel out the negative, which would not be bad. This could improve food production on individual planets. This works better if the planet is a fertile planet, but it works half as well on any planet. There's a lot of tempting stuff here, and I think portal upgrade. We haven't built any portals yet, but this would make them better when we do. Okay, we definitely want that first. That's going to take 3 turns. I think it's tricky. So this would allow us to detect and use wormholes, which would also be a way to get out of our little what do they call it in this game? Constellation of stars. Wormholes will show up as a different kind of path, and any ship can use a wormhole. When they do, they use up all of their movement points. So if they have 1 movement point to spend, or 12 or 20, doesn't matter. You use a wormhole, you use them all up. So that can be great if you've got a pretty slow ship. You can move a long way across one of these wormholes. Slight downside, technically, if you have a faster ship, it gets kind of stuck like a toll gate when you move through the wormhole. But honestly, it's a path you couldn't travel before, so it's not, hard to complain about that. I think I'm just thinking about what we really want next after that, and I don't think we need to worry about expansion disapproval. I am wondering if we want to just go straight for bigger military ships. The Quarrel class medium-size hunter ship, and then we've got here the Shot class medium-size coordinator. Call it a support ship. It's basically fine. We could also upgrade our small ships to have more slots that would use titanium if we used them, but we've got that. We've got Hyperium. Same thing here with the supports. A lot to think about, a lot to consider. We could go for food, as it's suggesting here. I don't know that we really need that yet, but let's start where we are, and let's get these desert planets next, and then that's 13 turns. I don't know. We might change it. Do we want money? Don't have a lot of money. You know what? Let's do a money upgrade. Astrofinance. More dust in every system that has this. It doesn't cost dust to build it, so that's great. But much more dust for any luxury deposits that are out there. So that could be good. And then this offers us access to the marketplace, which I don't... Oh, but extra strategic deposits, or extra production on those deposits. Let's bring that in. Okay. We got a lot queued up. Let's pass the train. Sylphi has been compromised. Hacked. Probably by pirates. Battle at Izar. So the pirates made a ship. They are attacking me with it. It is a small attacker. It has kinetic damage, so let's turtle up. Let's fight the fight. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Alright, we can now afford the cost of colonizing Placidus. It's only the one planet here that we can colonize, the arid planet. But there is also a desert, a lava, toxic, and cold gas giant here. But all of these luxury resources, this could be our money-making planet. Do we want an 11-turn golden age? Let me see. If we wait, I guess the golden age lasts longer, but also if we wait, we don't have to spend that dust and those resources. But on the other hand, if we colonize this now, instead of waiting a turn, we can colonize another planet later. For you know, get a 1-turn head start on the next one. Let's do it. Ooh. We got some big bugs here. Must be gorging on the super spuds. Okay. Ooh, new collection, population collection bonus for the Vaulters. What does that mean? So we have 10 Vaulter population in our empire, which means basically this effect got added, that the scientists' political faction has been given a boost. So good for them. We like the scientists. Scientific progress means we can do more. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. It's let's get these drone networks. Let's get the cerebral reality. And this is a hot planet, so sustainable farms would come in very handy here. That's 10 turns of stuff for them to build. Xeno-industrial, not as good. It's not fertile, not temperate. But yeah, if we can get... if we can get the desert planet and later on the lava, people don't like living on lava planets. -8. And then they also have got a shattered crust. +2 dust, -1 industry, -2 happiness per person living on this planet. The surface of this planet is a riot of cliffs, chasms, ridges, and spikes. While the broken surface means that many mineral resources can be easily mined, it also means that transport and construction will be challenging. Yeah, usually with a description like that, it means industry is better, more access to resources. But I guess it's just like money, valuable resources, not industry. Or maybe it's canceled out by the negative effect, you know. Anyway, don't need to think too hard about it. We got new Harashim population on Galter, new Vaulter population on Sylphi. Our Argosy is getting ready for just having its little downtime after colonizing a new world. Oh man, these guys are so close. Are they bringing like a big amount of troops? No more than anyone else. How are we doing? I don't think we're... Yeah, 310 versus 348. They still outnumber us. Okay, I guess we just keep going. Keep it going. What can we do? Technically, by the way, I know we could be focusing on building more military ships, but I think I keep saying I just don't quite think it's worth it. Let's merge these two fleets, combine their forces, see what happens if they try to invade as a team. And we do outnumber the enemy in ground troops, but it's not a huge advantage, so I want to wait just a little bit longer. One thing we could do, just kind of kill some time, but we upgraded the capabilities of our scout ships. We never actually upgraded the design for it. So I love to use Hyperion probes as opposed to Titanium probes. Titanium have a 1-turn cooldown, which is handy. Hyperion have a 2-turn cooldown. But you only get 2 vision range, you only get 2 probes for the Titanium. You get 3 vision range and 3 probes for Hyperion, and I think the vision range is very nice. Also, when you stock up on probes like this, you don't really need to worry about how fast they cool down. You can just move along to another star system, and you'll have the probes you need by the time you get there. We have what am I trying to say? An upgrade available for armor plating. We must have got this at some point. We could potentially, if we want to just stick on some more movement speed, you know, I'm tempted to do that. We don't need to stick on armor plating on these things. We don't even really need the gun. Might as well upgrade it since it's there. Ooh, and yeah, I don't know. It's a cheap gun. It doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I think I'd rather have them move around and be zippy rather than tough, because these are essentially designed to be expendable. I'm so sorry, 30 manpower that it takes to run these ships. We don't want them to be destroyed in combat. We do, you know, we will use the retreat action as needed, but yeah, nevertheless, I think we're better off just having them zip around faster. All right, do we go for it? I said no, but I'm tempted. Still tempted. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we've got Colonized Savannah available. We've got advanced scanners. We've got free movement. That sounds good. Oh, and reveal curiosities related to uncommon luxuries is now available, as well as the Hyperion engine, which I just upgraded our scout ship, but I'm going to upgrade it again to have the Hyperion engine. Very valuable upgrade. We have the Hyperion to use, and did we, okay, be the first to possess 20 star system improvements in your empire. We did it! I wasn't even trying. We got 75 red saying. Okay. Wow. Everyone else, what are you up to? What are you doing? Okay. The Galactic Census is coming up. Okay, let's leave our mark on history. We can get 30 titanium. We spent a bunch, so it might be nice to have some back. In less than 20 turns, possess 2 ships of at least 187 offensive power. I don't know if our little fighter ships are up to the task of having that much, but maybe. In less than 20 turns, generate 235 industry in one of your systems. I'm not sure if that means bringing the number per turn up to 235, but it might. If we can do that, we get 100 dust, which, I don't know, doesn't seem super worthwhile. Or we can hoard in less than 20 turns, stockpile 1,260 dust in your empire for a reward of 100 dust. That's the easiest one to go for, and we are kind of, I mean, we've got a military bent in our politics at the moment. I'm not sure I want to go for that, but maybe it's inevitable. Parade, I just want to see what our current... Okay. Let's take a look at this. Okay, someone has donated 911 influence to the Academy. Someone else has donated 388, someone else 272, and Horatio 251. We started off with, what, 25, I think? down there. So if we wanted to compete, we'd basically have to spend all of our influence. And all we would get out of it is like a big fleet. No, we wouldn't even get the big fleet. They're getting the big fleet. These people. Can't compete with that. Can't compete with these guys either. So we could either have the Vault Keeper job or the Librarian job. I don't care. I don't want them. You can go. Let me just take a look at our the ships we have. What are they up to? 145 in attack power, and we are thinking about 187. Okay. Can we take a look? Yeah, let's just quickly see if we already have better guns than what we had equipped on these. Looks like we do. We can upgrade. You know, there's a slightly more advanced version of the missile, slightly more advanced version of that thing, the laser. That brings us up to 191. So if we built 2 of these, that would get us the military. What am I, the quest completion, going for the military goal. We can upgrade the shields as well, and we can upgrade the movement points. I wonder if all of that is really necessary. What if we only had 1? 6 movement per turn. Add in some manpower. Actually get some ground battles done. That's probably a good trade. It's worth thinking about. But do we do it? Is it worth... We'll bolster the militarists, which are already... Weren't they already... I don't want to ask for a new survey. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, it's science, military, industry. They're already there. Yeah, it's fine. Let's do... I want the titanium. I want the titanium. Let's get it. Okay. We are close. We do have to do that within 20 turns. It's worth paying attention to that. But we could do it here. Each one takes 2 turns. Each one costs 1,300 dust to buy out if we were to do that. But maybe we just pop them up towards the top of the queue. It's done in 6 turns. New science improvement. So we got 3 out of the 4 science improvements necessary. Again, I think this is one, this Wonder, the Endless Research Park. It does increase our science and dust when this star system is, or is it for the Empire? I think it must only affect this system. But it makes everyone 25 happier, plus 25 happiness for 20 turns. But yeah, this system is not a very happy system at the moment. It's only content. So we need to bring it up to actually get the benefit. But then again, it doesn't cost dust per turn, so... and we'll get there. We can improve happiness through infinite supermarkets. Or... Luxuries Lottery, which is less effective in this system, but maybe this subterranean geology anomaly will show us. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's see what that is now. It doesn't actually slow us down. It's such a small project. Yeah, okay. Do we have things set up the way we want? I don't even know. We want that desert planet. Is it in the queue? No, we don't know how to do it. Is getting to desert planets in the queue? I think it is, but not soon. I think we need to go for it. All right, so we have a few choices here. We can start with some preemptive bombing, which has the effect of a whole lot of them dying, but fewer of our troops can join in the battle afterward. We don't have a lot of troops, so that's probably a good way to go for this particular setup. We can also go guerrilla style and avoid damaging the planet too much. Our troops will get more health, but they wouldn't do as much damage, from before they arrive. We could also blitz and just use as many of our troops as possible. Our troops get less health. Yeah, no. I think for us it's either guerrilla or preemptive, and I don't care if their stuff gets destroyed. I think it's the pirates. I don't think they have anything worth saving anyway, so we did well. We still have 320 troops. We brought them down to 30. They dug in as their defensive tactic, but there's not much they can do. This will take one more turn by the looks of it to complete, so we should just get there. Let's get there. We have found Adamantium on Galter 2. Okay. Alright, so yeah, ground battle. Continuing preemptive bombing. Let's do it. Get them. They're done. We destroyed the pirate lair. We got 600 dust. And there is now perhaps a relic in the system. The lair of opportunists and criminals was damaged beyond repair in an assault led by the troops of Roser. By the time the armed base fell out of orbit, preemptive strikes had disabled all resistance. Izar is ours for the taking. There's something else here on this huge ash planet. Besides the platform of Ys. I forgot about this. Oh my gosh. And we can colonize... Oh, we knew that. How did we... Yeah. That was early. Okay, and we found antimatter here. Oh my gosh. Okay. What is going on now? While exploring this planet, you've come across a small, harmless community of Horatio. Oh, look at these guys. They're in their grass skirts or something, pantaloons. I don't know. They've got their big heads. Oh, they're great. Apparently the survivors of a crash-landed spacecraft. These people have lived on the planet for over a decade, enjoying the tropical climate. And a tropical climate. We were just scouting an ash... Okay, never mind. And adorning their habitations with rock shells and other useless objects. They seem quite surprised when you tell them their little conclave is just 1 or 2 years away from being wiped out by a natural cataclysm. Help them find a new place to live, won't you? Given the imminent cataclysm, the need to relocate the Horatio Enclave is clear. Fortunately, the beautiful ones should bring some useful benefits too. Bring the Horatio vessel to one of your systems with at least 3 available population slots. Okay. We have a new Horatio vessel, the Lost Horatio, in the fleet. What's our newest Placidus? Do we want to send them up there? There's definitely 3 slots. There's 5 slots. In 2 turns, one of them is going to get filled, but they can probably get there in time. Or we can send them to Sylphi, which does not have the slots, although we will be colonizing steps, so then they will. If I remember correctly, Horatio like hot planets. And what do we have here? 3 hot planets. Now the problem is, if we want them to go, come on, how do we, move. Okay. Bring the Horatio vessel to one of your systems with at least 3 available population slots. If I send the ship through Sylphi to get to Placidus, will it just stop at Sylphi because the slots are there? Or wait, the slots are not there. Oh, don't make the colony. Problem solved. Let's take them up to Placidus. Done. Easy. Okay. And you know what? We can colonize. optimize, because it's going to take 4 turns, and they will be gone by then. Okay, well, things are looking bright for the future, but I do have to leave it there. Thank you for joining me on another video of Endless Space 2, and I hope to see you on the next one.